Thank you so much. The chairman of this occasion, our presidential candidate and the former vice president of this great country, Atiku Abubakar, and dear wife, Mrs. Atiku Abubakar. My dear wife, Mrs. President Jonathan, let me appreciate all the dignitaries here. You all agree with me that we have all the men of timber and caliber here. So if one will go through protocol, it will take a lot of time. First, I'm quite indeed happy that I'm able to come for this tribute night. When the burial program came out, I told my chief of staff then, Mike Ogadome, that look, I will participate in the burial program in the hometown of Dokpesi. Luckily, my chief of staff community is quite close to his hometown, but somehow my programs mixed up. I have to be in South Africa for late President Kaunda's program. Then Wednesday this week, I'm going to Sierra Leone again for the presidential election there. So I informed the organizers I will not be able to meet up. And graciously, they came to my office to record me. But luckily for me, I left South Africa earlier than I anticipated, and I got here this afternoon, and I said, I have to be here. I feel I should at least show my face, because Dokpesi means a lot to all of us. Within this period, from the day he died, I also went to the house and I also spoke. Till this evening, every day you hear the tributes of people about this late man, our chief, Raymond. So there's nothing any of us can actually say this evening. We are only here collectively to say that our brother, our father, our cousin, our friend was a good man. People have said everything about him, from his business, from entrepreneurship, and so on and so forth. I wouldn't want to bore your ears. I want to make one or two comments of things that are personal to me. When I was elected with Aleogho as vice president, in 2009, Nigeria was to host the Under-17 World Cup. And of course, we Nigerians love soccer so much. All Nigerians, especially the young people, were interested to see how we can host the World Cup. But the memo that went to the president, when the president looked through, he was not too comfortable with all kind of the financial involvement and so on. So Aleogho felt, oh no, we cannot spend this kind of money now. And he turned it down. One evening, Dokpesi came to my house, my residence as a vice president, and he made a presentation to me that convinced me that Nigeria can host the World Cup. The following morning, I have to take the matter up with my boss, the late president. And of course, he agreed that we should host. So, but for Dokpesi, we couldn't have hosted that event. There's something so many people didn't know because it was not advertised. But because I was involved, and I know that he was the main person that made it possible. He's a great man. Another personal thing is when I lost the election in 2015. You know, it's not easy to lose the election as a sitting president or a sitting governor. And when I lost the election, all kinds of stories. The stories that come to you, if you don't take time, if you are somebody who is not a person who reasons properly, you will hit everybody around you. People will feel everybody around conspired against you. I was in that kind of dilemma, where some of the people you think that instead of you to die, they will prefer to take the bullet for you. You think that this kind of people will even forget your name. Immediately you lose the election. So I was in that kind of dilemma when my late special advisor media and strategy, Toronto Douglas, came to me that Raymond Dokpesi says he's going to host me in the evening. How will you host somebody who has lost election? But that was Raymond Dokpesi. So it made a very, so at least some of you are here attended that, Senator Obi was there, attended that program. He was the very first person that made me believe that there could still be life even after losing the presidential election. Because even when Toronto Douglas told me that Dokpesi wanted to host us, I said, what? Initially I was skeptical, but I said, okay, let us go. I thought that was going to be a small gathering of his family members and some of his friends and so on. But when I got there, the place was filled up. And I said, how will you spend this kind of money to host somebody who has lost election as the president? But after that, they listened to the speeches I've also spoken. So the words of encouragement from Raymond Dokpesi and all the other people that spoke gave me that energy to do what I'm still doing today. We have lost somebody dear to us. So I join every other person to convey our condolences to the immediate family, the chief mourner, the wives and children. It's difficult. Even listening to the chairman of the occasion, Atiku Abubakar, you will agree with me that nobody expected that we will lose such a person that day. But when some philosophers say that some people die at a time that we will mourn them more. Raymond Dokpesi is one example of somebody who left us as a period that so many people have to mourn him. In the 70s. But we thank God, he was a Christian and somebody who also supported the Islamic movement. If you look through the scriptures, for us who are Christians, Christ died between AD 33 to AD 40 or so, but at the age of about 32 or so. He died in his early 30s, and we're still celebrating him today. Prophet Muhammad lived between 571 AD to 632 AD. That's about early 60, 61 or so. So you really see that those who make great impact in society don't even live up to 100 or 90, 100 years. Both people who are leading Nigeria today, Prophet Muhammad and Christ, that we all believe and there and worship, none of them lived up to 65. So with that, we console ourselves that our brother, our friend, was able to get to 70 plus. He has done his best. It is left for us to continue his good works. He joined Ben Obi, the chairman of the burial committee, to thank all of you for coming this evening, not to mourn, but to celebrate a good man. I thank you all.